All right, how you guys doing? So today, I guess we're going to remember September 11th. This is the 20th year anniversary of that tragedy, and I guess I'll just talk about my day on that day that I remember, my emotions, and just where I was in my life. This is 20 years ago. So I was 22 years old on September 11th, 2001. Some context, like I remember the day before, I was discharged from the hospital. So I was like heavily medicated when I left the hospital. And when I woke up the next day, when I woke up to that on the television, I was already in a surreal medical haze, just naturally, from being at the hospital for a few days. So watching that all unfold, it was just double surreal, obviously. Like, it's just, I couldn't even process it. It was a special kind of weird, like weirder than the actual event, because obviously the event was unlike anything we'd ever seen before. So you add a layer of, of a medical haze upon all of that. It was even that much more weirder to watch and process, and it just, I don't know, it was just very strange. It was very weird. It was very scary. It was horrifying. It was just dreadful. It was just flat out terrifying that this was even happening. And I'm trying to think like how I was in the years following too. I kind of remember being like the 9/11 truther type of person. I remember being an Alex Jones fan. I remember being all about the conspiracies. I remember just being in that camp where it was just like, oh, this was just, I don't trust the Bush administration. It just seems too perfect. Building 7, you couldn't explain that. There was no visible plane hitting the Pentagon. No one could explain that. There was all of these anomalies going on and all of these conspiracy films going on. Remember Loose Change? I was really into that because I couldn't even believe, this happened, let alone, that our government could be involved in it. And as of right now, I don't think so. I really believe our government was actually the exact opposite of that, where they were completely removed from this domestic threat. Like, they were so focused on overseas, Middle East, terror and whatnot, and how to stop it over there. Like, they were really not home focusing on this at all. But at the time, I really felt like they were responsible. I really felt that this couldn't have happened without help from our government. Like, I remember really being a conspiracy nut back in the day. I'm not proud of it. I'm just trying to be honest with you where I was. And as you guys know, I abhor Alex Jones. In most people who thrive on conspiracy theories, because if you're thriving on conspiracy theories all the time, you're not in reality. You're either a grifter or an insane person or both, which Alex Jones clearly is. He's clearly mentally unwell. Back in the day, he used to be, a staunch, anti-government advocate, like where he was always questioning the government and he was always asking the big questions. And then as the days rolled by, he just became this insane grifter who was all about conspiracy theories for the sake of conspiracy theories. It was just like, he knew there was profitability in it, and that's why he just became a total sellout, in my opinion, to that world. Anyways, I digress. But yeah, I knew everything changed. You felt that. If you weren't present there for it, I don't know if I'll ever experience that again. Where I really felt something change forever, like in an event. An event made something inside me know something was changed forever that day. It's a once in a lifetime experience. I don't know if I'll ever have that experience ever again, like I did on 9/11 and the years following. It was profound. I mean, obviously 20 years has gone by and it's gotten diluted, and it's just in the past. But when I hone in, man, those feelings were just one of a kind, very strong, very powerful. I honestly don't think I'll ever experience them again, unless obviously something cataclysmic would happen. It's just, those feelings were just once in a lifetime, in my opinion. But anyway, those are just some general thoughts of where I was on that day and the years following, which were awful. What about you? Let me know, like, how old you were, or if you were even born yet. I don't know, man. It's like, do I have any 20-year-old listeners or followers here? But let me know what you felt on that day, and what you were feeling and what you were thinking, and give me your general thoughts.